Great Expectations, 1861, is a novel by Charles Dickens that chronicles the coming-of-age of an orphan named Pip. It is Dickens's second novel, after David Copperfield, to be fully narrated in the first person. The novel was first published as a serial in Dickens's weekly periodical All the Year Round, from December 1, 1860 to August 1861. In October 1861, Chapman and Hall published the novel in 3 volumes. Image of Great Expectations book cover. The novel is set in Kent and London in the early to mid-19th century and contains some of Dickens's most celebrated scenes, starting in a graveyard, where the young Pip is accosted by the escaped convict Abel Magwitch. Great Expectations is full of extreme imagery, poverty, prison ships and chains, and fights to the death, and has a colorful cast of characters who have entered popular culture. These include the eccentric Miss Havisham, the beautiful but cold Estella, and Joe Gargery, the unsophisticated and kind blacksmith. Dickens's themes include wealth and poverty, love and rejection, and the eventual triumph of good over evil. Image of Pip and Magwitch in the graveyard. Image of Miss Havisham. Image of Estella. Image of Joe Gargery. The novel begins with Pip, a young orphan, living with his sister and her husband, Joe Gargery, a blacksmith. One day, while visiting his parents' grave, Pip is accosted by an escaped convict named Abel Magwitch. Pip helps Magwitch by bringing him food and a file to remove his leg irons. Magwitch is eventually recaptured, but he is grateful to Pip for his kindness. Years later, Pip is visited by a lawyer who informs him that he has received a mysterious fortune. Pip believes that his benefactor is Miss Havisham, an eccentric old woman who lives in a decaying mansion with her adopted daughter, Estella. Pip meets Miss Havisham and Estella, and he is immediately smitten with Estella's beauty. Pip is eventually invited to live with Miss Havisham and Estella. He receives a fine education and learns the ways of the upper class. However, he also becomes increasingly ashamed of his humble background. Pip begins to neglect his old friends, including Joe Gargery and Biddy, the kind-hearted daughter of a local farmer. Pip eventually learns that his mysterious benefactor is not Miss Havisham, but Abel Magwitch. Magwitch has escaped from Australia and returned to England to see Pip and thank him for his kindness. Pip is horrified to learn that his benefactor is a convict, but he eventually comes to accept and appreciate Magwitch's friendship. Magwitch is eventually arrested and sentenced to death. Pip tries to help Magwitch escape, but he is unsuccessful. Magwitch dies on board a prison ship, and Pip is left heartbroken. Pip loses his fortune and is forced to return to his old life. He realizes that he has been wrong to judge people based on their social class. He also realizes that the most important things in life are love, friendship, and kindness. In the end, Pip is reunited with Estella. They are both older and wiser now, and they have learned to appreciate the truly important things in life. Great Expectations is a classic coming-of-age story that explores themes of social class, love, loss, and redemption. It is one of Dickens's most popular and enduring novels.